such as site selection.
Okay.
You know, we've been thinking about sites for several months now, and Bill keeps saying, you know, give me a site so that I can go to people and say, look,
the future
there's
site of
the
Keystone
property.
House, yes.
We're not putting the shovel in the ground just yet, but when we get a little more money. But, you know, we have to move slowly, as boards often do. And this gentleman is rather impatient about listening to boards.
I did, though. I want you to know, Dave, convince them that it's time maybe to buy the land at least so people can relate to it. Because there's a lot of money out there that people are sitting on.
That's right.
Until they see the location, until they've also been informed that Lou Rinaldi is on board, even though he's told me personally I don't have anything in writing, so I'm bugging the heck out of him to get that. One of the things I want to make sure that everybody understands as well is that this whole fundraising program is not costing a dime. As far as the expenses, it's all being looked after by individual fundraisers who are part of the committee. So every dime that comes in goes into Keystone. That is a big plus, and people certainly appreciate it. Just quickly, when you look at some of the support here in the community, just recently Colin Sanders put on a fish fry that brought in $3,300. Donna Costin, who is the head of the housing, the district real estate board, their organization a few weeks ago raised $15,000. Our local police department with the Gulf came in with $7,000. The Oasis, Don and Carol, who own the Oasis, they funded and sponsored an evening of entertainment and put a concert on last Saturday, and that brought in $2,850. So it's kind of like a steady rain penetrates. You keep it going, eventually you get there. And that's why I say the response has been absolutely tremendous, and I'm very pleased. We only have a little way to go, but we have 3 years to do it, so we're okay.
Well, and as you said, you know, once you get a site picked out or have that finalized, and you can say to people, this is the future site of Keystone House, at that point you can start talking about building the other ones that you need to build as well. Because once people can conceptualize in their mind that this exists, that part of raising the money, obviously, is being able to show them something tangible, even if it's just a piece of land, right? So that's part of the process you were saying. Can you give our viewers a little bit more information on something else that might be bogging the board, if you will, or what the process involves other than site selection?
I think one of the things is, to make it fair to everyone throughout Northumberland County, is there's a process where all the parents have to submit an application for their child, so it's fair and equal opportunity to everyone. And that could also be outside of Northumberland County, because if the government's going to support a continuity program to pay for it once we build the structure, then you have to open it up to everyone.
So now the idea then is the first house will be built here in Coburg then?
That is correct.
And then any idea where the other 4 will be located? Or just Port Hope, perhaps?
I think I want to get Coburg out of the way first, you know, because I have a few other things on my plate, so I'm trying to, that's why I keep pushing them, you know, I do have other things here, and, you know, let's get on with it. I tell them, you snooze, you lose, so, you know what I mean.
Well, especially with the economy the way it is, though, and I mean, have you been getting corporate sponsors as well, or do you get sponsorship from, is it mostly individual donation?
Let me tell you that even though we are going through a wee bit of a crisis throughout the whole world and the stock market, people that want to give usually are in the position to give. And I honestly don't believe it's going to make any difference. I approached one person today, as I said earlier, the stock market, and he said, oh, don't worry, it's there. So those people that have already made a commitment are in the position to honor what they've done. And I think maybe the odd time we might have to just push a little harder, but the reality will become a dream. I'm not the least bit worried about it. You ask and you'll receive. It's as simple as that.
Well, and on that note, we're going to take a bit of a break, but we'll be right back with more municipal matters here on TV Cogeco. Please stay tuned.
Do you want to get